Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Usually the Upanyasam, the lecture, is on a topic from Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. But today we're going to speak on the topic from a plastic bag. There's a very important message we can learn from this plastic bag. Well, it's not exactly the plastic bag. It's not the plasticity of the bag. Oh, actually there are two pictures. There's one on one side. So this is a very handsome young man. Not an actual very young. There's no young man inside. It's just, that's a churidar, is it? He's wearing long jacket. Usually they wear it for wedding. Chevani. And very beautiful young woman, and both very attractively dressed, and they're smiling, very happy, holding hands. Wonderful. So nice. This is exactly what everyone in the material world would like to do. And not only that, but in a different mood, safari suit. Probably the same people. After the marriage, they're still smiling. This is Maya. It doesn't actually happen. So, what do we learn from this? We should learn that everyone should go to Raymond's shop and buy clothes, and then you'll be happy and beautiful, and husband and wife will smile all the time. Now, if you know anything about actual spiritual knowledge, you may wonder, why am I talking all this nonsense? Well, why is anyone promoting all this nonsense? Well, Raymond's is promoting this because they want to sell their cloth. And the idea is that you're supposed to look at this and think, I would like to be like this. A man should look at this photo and think, I would like to be like this man. Very good looking, almost white. He must have adjusted it in Photoshop, unless he's Pashtun, up in, or Kashmiri, yeah. And he has a very beautiful wife. Although actually, they're models and, they're not actually married or boyfriend or girlfriend. Probably not. And if the females look at this, they'll think, I'd like to be like that, like the girl in the picture. And all you have to do is to go to Raymond's and buy some suitings and shirtings from there, some cloth, and that's it. Then you'll be happy, beautiful, and very well dressed. So it's nonsense. And everyone knows it's nonsense. I mean, if you have an ugly face, by wearing Raymond's cloth, it won't change your face into a beautiful face. Everyone knows that. And even if you do have a beautiful face, and you can get a job posing in a Raymond's advertisement picture, but it doesn't make you happy. By hearing the topics of Bhagavad Gita, we can understand this is all nonsense. But everyone spends their whole life chasing after the dream that we can be like this. I'll be wealthy and beautiful and happy. But it's only in the advertisements and in some of the movies. The actual fact is that even if you are young, beautiful and wealthy, and you have a young, beautiful, wealthy wife, and even if you do like each other, I mean, there's a lot of ifs now. Even if you have all that, still material life is miserable. Still you have to work hard to make money, to buy clothes for your wife in the Raymond shop. Men's clothes or women, or I don't know. Men. The women get it from somewhere else. All right, okay. Well, you have to buy the clothes for yourself and for her. And then there are kids even if the kids don't cry at night, you have to send them to school, and it costs money, and you have to work. Even if everything goes as nicely as you could hope for, which usually doesn't happen, still material life is full of so many difficulties. Even if you don't have any major problems, but, you can imagine, people have major problems. Everyone has problems. There's financial problem, legal problem, neighbors next door encroaching on your property, so many things. Everyone has so many problems. You've got a good job, you're earning plenty of money, but your boss, you hate him, and you have to smile at him, but actually you just want to punch him in the face. And you have to be careful you don't write anything on Facebook about him, because it'll get back to him. You can't even say to anyone, I hate my boss, because it'll get back to him. So, but even if you don't have all these problems, which is practically impossible anyway, but still there is birth, death, old age and disease. And the very handsome young man and beautiful young woman, if we come back in 50 years, if they're still alive, then they won't look so very nice. It happens to everyone. And not only does the outside of the body rot, but the inside does also. And you eventually, as you get older, you learn the name of so many diseases by having them. Or your spouse has them. As you get older, you get more and more medical knowledge. Practical knowledge, but it doesn't help you still get sick. So, birth, death, old age and disease, that's a very serious problem, isn't it? But there's a problem even worse than that, and that we can understand from this plastic bag. In this plastic bag we can understand there's a problem worse than the problems of birth, death, old age and disease. The problem is that we don't think there's any problem. We think we can be happy like this. And although everyone around us is suffering in so many ways, and we're also suffering in so many ways, we're thinking, dreaming, I can be like this. But an even worse problem than that is that you're thinking, I can be like this, but you don't realize that even if you're like that, you're also suffering. Even the handsome young man with lots of money and Raymond suit and pretty wife, and he's also suffering. Okay, now the solution to the problem. What's the solution to the problem of disease? Go to the doctor. Doctors are not going to stop disease. They may give you some treatment, and you may recover from some disease. The whole syndrome of disease, there's nothing no doctor can even dream of stopping it all. They say that we're making progress by medical science, but I see all the hospitals, you go to any hospital, they're all full. And people are not going there because they just have so much money to spend and they don't know what to do with it. Just to even look at a hospital costs at least 2,000 rupees. Just you go, they come and sign your name. Okay, 2,000 rupees. So, what is the solution? What is the solution to death? Any solution to death? Yes, there's a solution. The solution is stop trying to imitate Lakshmi Narayana, Radha Krishna, Sita Ram. This is all rascaldom. It's all imitation. We are meant to serve Radha and Krishna, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayana. As long as we are thinking, I will be beautiful, happy, I will have a beautiful wife, this is all indirectly, it's envy of Radha and Krishna. Actually, we can be very beautiful and very happy and everything we can have. But as long as we are thinking to do that independently of Radha and Krishna, then we will have to suffer in this material world. It's a very simple thing to understand. This material world is miserable. Most people are they just want to be rich and good looking and all these things, but they're not, and therefore they're miserable. People who have these things, they're also not satisfied. There's no happiness in this material world. But there is happiness. That happiness is in the service of Radha and Krishna. But we have to stop thinking that I will be happy. Never mind Radha Krishna. Forget them. I'll be happy by myself. We are simply meant to serve them, that's all. And if we serve them, we will automatically experience the spiritual happiness that comes from serving them, which is completely different from the so-called happiness of trying to make ourselves happy. Here in this, what's now called Tamil Nadu, there was a great king in the past. And king means wealthy, good-looking, powerful, many beautiful women. But later he realized this is all useless. He worshipped Krishna. Then he said, this is Yamunacharya, Yadavadhi mama cheta Krishna padara vinde navanava rasa dhaman yuntam rasit. Tadavadhi bhata nari sangame smaryamani bhavati sushtu. What is that? Bhavati mukhavikara sushtu nishtivanamcha. He says that previously I used to have so many women. But now when I think of that, what I used to do in my past, I simply spit, even thinking of that. I used to think this is very nice. Now I'm tasting the bliss of serving Krishna. I simply become disgusted at how I wasted my life previously in these very low-class habits. So, this idea, we will be happy. Beautiful man, beautiful woman. This is all imitation of Radha and Krishna. There's no happiness there. You can never be happy. It's all an illusion. Just like this bag is an illusion. There's no actual man or woman there. But there's an impression. And by seeing that we think, oh yes, there's a real person like that who's happy. So we may think, well, why are Radha and Krishna happy? Why can't I be happy like that? Yeah. Why do I have to serve them? Let's all rebel. All the jivas come together, form a trade union, and we'll rebel against Bhagavan. We should all be the same. Why should he be on top? We'll all be the same. But that is not possible. Because the whole conception of love in this material world is that I will take someone else, I will enjoy them. The love of Radha and Krishna is not like the love that you see on a Raymond's bag advertisement. That is a completely different quality. No personal desire. In Bhakti there is no personal desire for any personal satisfaction. But automatically one is satisfied by serving Krishna. Such a way that as long as we're thinking of personal satisfaction, we cannot imagine the happiness that comes when we stop thinking of our personal satisfaction and start thinking how we can act in such a way that Radha and Krishna will be pleased. It's natural, everyone wants to be happy. So we're not saying don't be happy, but we should know how to be happy. We cannot be happy without serving Krishna, because that is our... just say that. That is our natural constitutional position. So somehow or other I got this bag, I don't know, somehow or other, I don't know how it came. I have some, so we can get some good instruction. This bag was designed to put people in Maya. It's not that anyone sat down, Raymond's company came together and they went to maybe they have their own design department and said, okay, let's make a plastic bag so everyone will be in Maya. It's not like that. But just everyone is in illusion and they take this to be a normal situation. They think we have to increase the business so we can make more money. And why? That they never started. Whoever is owner of the Raymond's company already has far too much money, no doubt. But just that idea, we have to have more. beat the competitors. What are the other big cloth companies? Vimal, DCM, and Mafatlal. He's devotee. Buy your cloth from him, and then he'll open more hospitals and spread Krishna consciousness. So, have more eye camps. Mafatlal, Vimal. See, what do I know about this? I didn't get this from Raymond, but just living in this country, you get to know. I also know that Chennai Super King. How do I know about this? Because it's everywhere. Advertisement. Top up your phone and you'll get, if they score more runs, you'll get more time. You know, it's just everywhere. So the whole atmosphere is one of nonsense. So in this, everywhere, it's just like nonsense and someone else, nonsense, nonsense. It's Raymond's, Mafatlal, Chennai Super Kings. It's all just complete nonsense. Even within the womb, everything the baby starts to hear. And just from the beginning, just nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. You will be happy if you work hard and get a good job. They've been saying this since the time of creation. And no one's ever been happy. So Krishna comes and speaks Bhagavad Gita. And he teaches us, Janma Mrityu Jaravyadhi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Just see, everyone is suffering, birth, death, old age and disease. This is reality. You can say this is reality, but this is just, it's like a cartoon. Material life is like a cartoon. It's just some forms are moving, but it's all just finished in a short time and there's nothing actually there. There's no knowledge, there's no happiness, there's no love, there's no meaning. Cartoon means time pass, just for passing. But the people's whole life is time pass. They come in this world, they don't know why. And someone comes along and says, this is why. What you need to do is earn plenty of money so you can get Raymond's clothing, Raymond's suiting. That's their motto, the complete man. Means the complete idiot. We're all mudha, we're all idiots by Maya. This mudha word, you'll find also in Bhagavad Gita. Who is a mudha? Avajananti mang mudha. Those who do not know me, Krishna says. They are fools. We're thinking we can be happy in this world of death. It tells us how to actually be happy. Okay, can you tell us from Bhagavad Gita how to be happy? What should we do? Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mang namaskaru mamay vaishasi satyante pratijane priyosana. Just think of Krishna. Be Krishna's devotee. Bow down to Krishna, worship Krishna, go to Krishna. This is happiness. Doesn't matter. If you have a whole wardrobe of Raymond's clothes, you'll never be happy. And in fact, we see that the real history of India is that people who had all wealth, everything, like Yamunacharya, just left it all. Why? To worship Krishna. You have everything. You have wealth, fame, power, position, money, army, women. Like passing stool. Bharat Maharaj, he left it all. Just like you pass stool and then finished. Leave it. To quote the great spiritual authority, Suhotra Swami, this whole material world is one big It's the same in every language, right? People fart the same in every language. Just one big fart, the whole material world. In Gauriya Sampradaya also we have Tyaktva Turnama Shesha Mandalapati Srining Sada Tuchavat Budva Dina Ganesha Ko Karunaya Kopina Kantashruta Gopi Bhava Rasamritabdala Hari Kalola Magno Mahur Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuya Goshi Jiva Gopala Go. 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. Sanatana Goswami, he was the prime minister of the kingdom of Nawab Hussain Shah. And he could just do whatever he liked. The Nawab, he would just go off hunting and he just left everything in the hands of Sanatan. He just, whatever money, his salary is however much he wants to take. And his brother was the finance minister, Rupa. So, perfect setup for as much corruption as you like. And the Nawab, he didn't care, because as long as he has how much money he has, he doesn't know. He has power, position, army. So he enjoys, you enjoy, and he doesn't care at all. Then Bhatta Raghunath, not from rich family, but very aristocratic family. High-class Brahmin family. Gopal Bhatta, he's from Srirangam. When he was a boy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, and he spent Chaturmas there, 4 months there. So also from very aristocratic family. Jiva Goswami, he was the nephew of Rupa and Sanatan. And Raghunath Das, he was not from a Brahmin family, but from extreme, very, very wealthy. And a very beautiful wife. All of them, they heard Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They all left everything and went to Vrindavan. And they lived there with, what did they have there? They would have some little cloth and some kamandalu. And so in the winter it's cold there, so they'd have some old ragged cover. That's all. So why did they do it? They had all the opulence, everything. They left so many. That Bharat Maharaj has described. Kingdom, empire, armies, elephants, left it all. They had everything that everyone is advertising will make you happy, and they realize it's all useless. Our only business, our only interest is to serve Krishna. So, not everyone may do that. It may not even be recommended for everyone to just leave your family, leave everything. You can also practice Krishna Bhakti within family life. But the attitude should be that we are only married to serve Krishna, that's all. We're not trying to imitate Lakshmi Narayana, trying to serve them. And the sweetness, the bliss, the happiness that comes from that is more than comes from millions of tons of gold. And the proof of that is Bharat Maharaj, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Yamuna Acharya, householders also. There's Vedanta Deshika in Sri Rangam, the king wanted to give him gold. He's no, we don't want. You keep your gold. I'll keep my bhakti. Of course, if you come and give us gold, we'll take it. But we won't keep it. We'll get stone and build a temple for Krishna. Everything for Krishna. You give 1 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore, 1,000 crore, we'll take it all. And we won't keep 1 paisa. Everything for Krishna. Then you can be fully happy. The best, if you get money, the best, now I got so much money, now I have to be happy with this money. What shall you do? Buy Raymond's clothes? Build a big house? Buy a BMW car? Just give it all to Krishna. Well, I got the money, I couldn't be happy with it. Give it to Krishna, you'll be happy. Any other way you try, it'll just be miserable. That's actually, we can't give it to Krishna because nothing belongs to us anyway. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patrang pushpang palang toyang yome bhaktya prayachati tadahang bhakti uparatam ashnami prayatatmana. Offer me leaf, flower, fruit and water with bhakti, I'll be very happy. Why doesn't Krishna say you offer me gold, jewels, all these things? To Krishna it's all the same. It's all his anyway. What are you going to give him? It's just like a child. Every day the mother is feeding idlis to the child. And one day the child thinks, oh, this is very nice idli. And she gives to the mother. Now you try it. Thinks, I like my mother to enjoy. She doesn't think anyway the mother is giving to me. So we give, Krishna is happy if we give to him because that is an expression of love. We become happy by offering our love to Krishna. So you may think, okay, I'll give Krishna some leaves and I'll keep all the gold for myself. But that doesn't work either, because that, even the thought that I will be happy separately from Krishna, that itself is the cause of all our problems in material life. So, anyway, if you're a householder, then alright, you have something, you have to arrange for idlis for the children and so many things. Householders, they need some money. But this whole idea, being ambitious, I will get so much money, build a big house, and is all Useless. You build a big temple for Krishna, then you can have a little hut at the side, and you can go and do service in the temple. So we don't expect everyone to do this, but we're just saying, if you want to be happy, don't try like this. It won't work. Well, look, they're happy, you see, they're smiling, but it's all a show, that's all. They're paid to do this. It's just a big illusion.
Yep.
So, Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. One policeman came, someone wants to receive him. And invite him inside, standing in the hot sun. Yeah, then? Actually, no need for intro. Everything's very clear. But just people can't believe it, because all their life they've been thinking something else. Not only this life, many lives. So you study Bhagavad Gita, Unnamai Uravel, then everything you can see, you can understand it clearly. You won't become a victim of Maya. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. People sitting with lots of money in their big houses, full of anxiety. And we are just chanting Hare Krishna with no anxiety. Full of yeah. Sometimes the big rich people, they organize a party, and they have some dancing. We have dancing every day. Sankirtan. What do you think? Is what I'm saying right or wrong? Or if we take a survey in the press, we can give. Survey will find everyone will think what I'm saying is wrong. What is your opinion? They take all people's opinions. But we don't care. We will take Krishna's opinion. To follow the opinions of the general mass means punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Just, we have to get born and die again and again. And to accept the knowledge that Krishna gives us in Bhagavad Gita means tyaktva dehang punarjanma naiti mameti sojana. By understanding Krishna, we go to Krishna. We come out of this material world. Hare Krishna! Did all of you come last night for the Ram Leela drama? Was everyone here last night? Many of them. All right. So, those of you who weren't, you come for the next, at least next drama. Next one will be what? Nrsimha Chaturdashi planning at that time? Yeah. It's a big effort, huh? You have to practice so much. But they were speaking it at the same time.
Yeah, they learned all the knowledge.
Actually, the whole material world is just one big drama. That's all. But reality is Krishna. So you come. You can come whenever you're free on Sundays. You can come. Join us. Chanting Hare Krishna. Class on Bhagavad Gita usually, not usually on plastic bags. Then prasadam. If you didn't see the drama last night, you have to go to Namakal too. This is Sita, is it? Last night they took a photo of me. I had my arm around a young woman. That may go on the internet, then I'll be finished. I have to explain that it's a young boy playing the part of Sita. Don't believe me, they'll think it's another Nityananda someday. She is very nicely made up, everything. I thought that the hair was staying on. The hat, the helmets were coming off, but the hair was staying on nicely. And actually you can understand, actually it's very nice to have shaved head, because with the wig, it was always coming in their eye. So it's very nice to have a shaved head. Then there's no botheration from all this hair getting in. You have to comb it and put shampoo and so many different hairstyles, you see. There's one hairstyle, another hairstyle. What a big botheration. You have to go and sit in the You have a different hairstyle. Nice, good hairstyle. So whoever wants, they can have. Hare Krishna! Shri Shri Gauranatai ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.